back at it again, and we've got one here from the DC caller with a very interesting title. Before we hop into the video, though, do me a huge favor. Go support the DC caller in their YouTube channel, all right? Go subscribe to their YouTube channel, like some of their videos, all right? I'm sure you guys love them. We check them out here all the time, so I know you guys love them. So make sure you guys go show them some major love and support, all right? Please, just do that for me, okay? But the DC caller went out. I don't know what convention this is. Apparently, this was some kind of convention of some sort. It was asking folks a very important question. Trump or DeSantis? Like, share, comment, hit that subscribe button if you're new, and let's dive in.
Who's your guy in 2024, Trump or DeSantis?
Trump, easy.
For me, Trump.
I'm a Trump guy for 24, I would definitely say that.
We saw through the past 4 years that a lot of change is possible with Trump. I think we deserve a second term.
I think DeSantis can get there, but I think Trump does stand up for the family farmers ranchers.
When you really break it down of...
And listen, I've made no secret about who I would prefer in 24. I've stated for a while now, I would prefer Trump. I like DeSantis. I like him. I really do. I think DeSantis would do a great job. Honestly, I really do. And honestly, and I've been on record saying this as well, I think DeSantis would win a lot easier than Trump because the media hasn't figured out how to demonize DeSantis the way that they have demonized Trump. For a lot of people, hearing the name Trump is like, they're like Pavlov's dog. They just hear the name Trump and just get angry because that's what the media has trained them to do. Well, the media hasn't trained people to get angry when they hear DeSantis. As a matter of fact, a lot of Democrats, especially out of Florida, have spoken out for DeSantis. Democrats, lifelong Democrats, have stood up for DeSantis. So, yes, I feel like DeSantis would have a easier time winning than Trump, but I think Trump would be like a bull in a china shop, and he would clean everything up. Everything that he possibly could within his power, he would clean up. And then obviously DeSantis would come in, preferably would come in behind Trump and kind of, tidy things up. Whatever was left over that Trump didn't get done over those last 4 years. That's what I would prefer. And like I said before, Trump is someone who is a bit more harsh. Not to say DeSantis is a pushover, but I think we need someone who's a bit harsh, if that makes any type of sense. We need somebody that's going to come in there with a firm voice. Not to say that DeSantis doesn't, but Trump is just like another level, in my humble opinion. So I would prefer Trump in 24, and then DeSantis in 28, and obviously thereafter, and then maybe after DeSantis, could we get some Candace Owens in the building? I would not mind Candace Owens coming in after DeSantis. I'm just saying, and that would absolutely blow the leftist minds out of the wazoo. A black woman as our president? First woman ever? Black woman? Oh man, y'all know their minds would be at so much conflict that it would be insane. Anyway, let's jump back into this video to see what else everyone has to say. But also, I posed a question to you all. What do you prefer? Honest opinion. If you prefer DeSantis, that's totally fine. I'm not here to bash anybody for saying DeSantis. Honestly, I don't think there's any completely wrong answer. There's a preference, obviously, which I stated my preference. But what would you prefer? Trump or DeSantis? Let me know. And why? Why would you prefer said candidate? All right, let's jump back in.
Viable Republican candidates. He still is the greatest threat to the system. And again, I love DeSantis, but I'm a little concerned when I see all of the anti-Trump people using him as a proxy. They see him as a target vessel, as a vehicle to get Trump out of office.
Nothing against Trump. I love him. I just think DeSantis is more electable.
I would agree with my friend Blake here. I'm ready for some new blood. Trump has had a...
DeSantis is more electable, and I admitted to that, at least for the masses, for the reason that I stated earlier. But let's hear him out.
A lot of accomplishments in his first term, but I'm looking at DeSantis as well through COVID, and I know it's not the Don't Say Gay bill, but that stuff like that, he has had accomplishment upon accomplishment, and that's what I'd like to see on like a federal level.
I think we'd see a lot of similar stuff if DeSantis or Trump are in office. Just the reason that I choose DeSantis is because I think he's a little bit more professional and well put together, and I think he's less divisive.
I'm going to say DeSantis just because we need some fresh blood in there, and just in general, he's really taken action.
Who do you like better, Trump or DeSantis? For 2024, who's your guy?
I don't know. Trump. He's the man. That's my son. He'll tell you.
Trump or DeSantis for 2024? Who's your guy?
Trump, because he's a man.
Why is Trump better than DeSantis?
It's about faith, family, and God, and that's what he's bringing on, and that's why I stick with MAGA.
DeSantis isn't about those things? Is that the problem?
No, DeSantis he's good for Florida.
I do love DeSantis and how he's fiercely led Florida, but I always gotta say Trump. I think America's ready for a change, and they remember what Trump has done despite all the hate that they spewed at him.
So Trump or DeSantis, who's your guy?
Probably DeSantis. I think that DeSantis would do a better job at bringing the country together, or not so much causing as much trouble.
Do you think that's the media's fault, or is that Trump's fault? What do you think?
I think it's Trump's fault, probably. I like Trump. I think he's funny, but if you're gonna be a president, you probably should act a certain way, because you have to work with the other side in order to get stuff done that you want. And if they hate you, they're probably just out of spite not gonna work with you.
I gotta disagree there. Because we've seen Democrats not care about working with Republicans, except for the rhinos, of course. Republicans only in name only. Yeah, in name only. I can't even get the acronym correct. So I disagree. We already have the House with a bit better choice of candidate, and unfortunately, we don't still have great leadership. We still got Mitch. Kevin's been better. I will give Kevin credit, but his feet had to be held to the fire in order for him to be better. But once again, we still have Mitch. We still have some of the same people in leadership that we had before when it all failed. So that's going to be an uphill battle. But I think it definitely can be done. I feel like the tide is turning a little bit. People are more and more people are actually opening their eyes to the reality of the situation and realizing, holy crap, we actually did have it better under Trump than we have it now. And I've seen that in the comments. I drop YouTube shorts all the time. I'm constantly reading through the comment section of these videos that I drop on a daily basis. And, I feel like a lot more people are opening their eyes to the BS and how terrible this administration truly is. But that's just my humble opinion. What have you guys seen? All right.
Prefer DeSantis over Trump. I think Trump is kind of past his prime, and we've seen he's a total egomaniac, which it sort of worked back in the day, but now it's kind of it's getting old.
Trump all the way. And I'm sorry, but DeSantis, if you run against Trump after putting out that campaign ad saying I'm a pit bull Trump defender, but then when the FBI did an unconstitutional raid at Mar-a-Lago, you as top cop in Florida didn't open an investigation, didn't push for a grand jury investigation into that, for me, loyalty is huge. And the one thing we don't want in Washington is people that pick political opportunity over loyalty.
Now, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I know it all. I have no clue what she's talking about there. Obviously, I know the Mar-a-Lago situation, but I didn't know DeSantis could have investigated that whole situation himself. Let me know in the comment section. This is a learning moment for myself. I'm not going to sit here and act like I know exactly what it is she was speaking about. I don't. So anybody more informed on the legality of that whole situation, let me know in the comment section. Could DeSantis have done his own investigation on why they raided him and gone about things that way? Was there a trump card, so to speak, that DeSantis could have played on that whole situation? Let me know in the comment section, please.
DeSantis 2024, that's what it's going to be. Endorse Ron DeSantis for president.
I think DeSantis is the guy. I think he's got the best shot of actually winning and getting this thing flipped around. There's independents like me that will go with Trump, but for every guy like me, there's 10, 15 others that are like, dude, no, we're done. I think people love Trump. They love his policies. I think they just get kind of tired of everything else that comes with it, if that makes sense.
Right now, I'm leaning more towards DeSantis, I'd say. I feel like America needs a new face that'll lead the country.
I like what DeSantis has done in Florida, and I'd want to see that federal.
I'm going to say both.
Do both.
Vice president, president.
You called him DeSanctimonious.
No, that's not going to happen. I think Trump. Always will love Trump, so I don't know. I think a second round would be good.
Trump, 100%.
Trump or DeSantis, who's your guy in 2024?
Oh, they're both our guys.
Oh, come on.
I know, but Trump is the flusher. He's going to go into the covey and he's going to get the birds out. But it's going to be a guy like DeSantis who lays the foundation and can kind of unite the people. But I think we need more of the.
I could see it that way. I could see it that way. And I kind of said the same thing. Like Trump goes in like a bull in the china shop, and DeSantis comes in and he tidies things up, right? Trump goes in and he wreaks havoc on all of the swamp, completely drains it, but he doesn't clean it up. Like he drains the swamp, but the dirt is still there, right? DeSantis comes in with his broom, sweep everything up, tidy everything up. Let me make sure this is in the right place. Okay, good. You know, that's okay. That's perfectly placed. You know, kind of situation. So yeah, I could see that what this guy just said. DeSantis comes in and kind of unites everyone because, of course, once again, unfortunately, there's a large segment of our nation that has become like Pavlov's dog when they hear the name Trump and just get angry. And they have no clue why. Well, they don't have that same reaction when it comes to DeSantis. So I think DeSantis would do a better job of uniting the entirety of the country together. And it has nothing to do with Trump. It has everything to do with mainstream media and these leftist Democrats. That's just the reality. But what do y'all think?
Bird dog flusher mentality right now to create more of a catalyst, more of an awakening, and then you can have DeSantis come in. That would be ideal. Probably not going to occur that way, but that would be great. That would be ideal.
So Trump wins 10-9. That's a nail biter right there. Nail biter. And if you guys saw the video that I dropped, what was that? Yesterday, I believe. Trump leads DeSantis by like 26 points in the latest polls. So it's interesting to see, what people had to say at this convention and how close that actually was. 10-9. But in recent polls, Trump led by 26 points. Interesting. Trump still won, but it was a whole lot closer. And I think that's going to be the case with the race between Trump and Joe. Trump was leading Joe in the recent polls that came out, but I think it's going to be extremely, extremely close when it comes to that race. But I pose a question to you all. Who do you prefer, Trump or DeSantis? And who should be their running mate? Candace Owens? Tulsi Gabbard? Who? Let me know in the comment section below. Like, share, comment. Hit that subscribe button before you go. Peace and love. I'm out.